So, have you ever made a written budget before?
Fuck, what?
Hey guys, it's JC. I'm here at the University of Central Florida. We're going to shoot a little video going up to college students and asking them some financial literacy questions. Things about like student loans to personal finance and then even about investing. So come along. Let's see what they have to say. Oh, this person's crossing the street. Excuse me. If you have like 2 whole minutes, would you mind being in like this little video survey we're doing? Cool. All right, so it's about personal finance.
I spent like $100 today, easy, but...
Easy? What'd you spend it on?
Makeup.
Makeup? What was the brand?
It was like, we went to like Ulta and just like Kylie stuff. And
Okay.
accidentally, you know, but...
You said you were with people?
Yeah, I was like 5 of my friends.
Do you think it's easier to spend money like when you're around other people?
Yeah, I used to like never spend money, and then like I got all these new friends. I spend so much money now.
First of all, what's your name and what's your major?
Oh, my name is Delilah. My major, it is English creative writing with a concentration in pre-law.
My name is Christian. My major is molecular cell biology.
Rachel, civil engineering.
My name is Dominic, and I'm a business management major. Robert, I'm a mechanical engineering major.
Isabel, and I'm a health science major.
Okay.
Madison, legal studies.
Your name and I already got your major. What's your name and what year are you?
Justin Figueroa, and I'm a senior.
Hello. We'll come to you. We don't want to. So we're talking about finance, like personal finance stuff. Don't worry, man.
Okay.
Just let me know what you know. Well, first of all, what's your name and what's your major?
Gabby, biology. Sophia, public health.
I love how it's just your head's like poking out. First thing, have you ever like made a written budget before?
No.
Do you have a budget?
I think for myself I do. Like I try not to spend too much, but like I control my bank account.
Gotcha. So it's more like a budget like in your head than like not on paper.
Yeah, I don't have a paper budget now.
Oh, okay.
A budget that I try to keep myself to? Not necessarily. I just try to not spend money on dumb stuff, like Starbucks. And like I feel like it's those small things that just add up all the time.
Do you guys budget?
I mean, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I don't spend a lot of money. I try and save.
Gotcha. So it's more like a mental budget.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
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 How was that process?
I realize I spend way too much money on food.
Like eating out or groceries?
Eating out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sushi's my weakness.
Gotcha. It ain't cheap either. Honestly, if I go to a sushi place, it has to be all you can eat, or
Yeah,
else
true.
like I'm not feeling like it's worth it.
That's true.
Would you consider yourself a spender or a saver?
A bit of both.
Okay.
If I really want something, I'll buy it.
Yeah.
But, I save too.
Have you budgeted in your life?
I do, yeah. I'm not working currently, so I'd really have to like keep track of, what I'm spending. So a lot of my meals are home cooked, stuff like that.
Is it like a written budget?
It's not a written budget, but I do keep like, kind of in my head, like, okay, I don't want to spend more than like, say, $50 a week on groceries. So I do a lot of shopping at like Trader Joe's where it's cheaper, stuff like that.
I want to change up the scenery here, but this guy looks cool. How's your day going? Cool. Yeah, just kind of gauging the college environment here, see who actually makes budgets, because it's a lost art.
I am sure there are not many people that do it, but it's definitely helpful.
First of all, have you ever made a budget before?
No.
Would you consider yourself a spender or a saver?
In what aspect?
Like if you're like with your friends and they want to go to some expensive restaurant and you're like, no, guys. Okay. You're like,
I'd say I'm a mix of both.
okay. Yeah. What's like a case where you would say no to people and like not spending your money?
Like, I mean, I try not to go out during the week to party and stuff, but
Responsible.
yeah. So if I have like a test the next day, or if I have a lot of homework, I won't go out, and I'll just be like, no, I'm not going out, and I don't want to pay because it's like $20.
Gotcha.
So
Yeah, I'm that cheap guy. That's like, I won't order anything. I know the people I'm with, they don't finish their food, so like I'll just get a fork.
I don't spend money when I'm trying to save money. Like, like if I'm saving up like for a trip, then I'm not gonna like spend money beforehand.
So you're mindful of like what you got.
I haven't write it down or anything like that. I should.
Yeah. Why do you think it's a great idea?
Just so like I can keep track of everything, and I kind of know how to balance when I'm able to save and when I'm able to spend, and kind of keep a little bit of an eye on myself, so I don't have to break the bank with $100 on Kylie Jenner.
Yeah, so you don't just like wake up one morning and be like, oh, where'd all my money go? Like, what are your plans to fund your education here?
Parents, scholarships. I'm like in the Lead Scholars Academy, so there's a lot of great scholarships through there.
I mean, yeah, pretty much through like financial aid loans and my parents, and I had some money saved up because I worked 4 years throughout high school, so yeah, saved a little money.
That's good. So a lot of it right now is coming from like you and your parents. Gotcha. Do you ever plan on pulling out student loans?
Probably eventually, probably my 3rd year, my 4th year, because money runs out eventually. Yeah.
It's kind of the main source of funding to get yourself through school.
Either loans or my parents helping me out.
If you have like a rough percentage, like what's between the two?
Probably like 70 parents and then the rest loans, I would say.
When it comes to like your student loan, do you know what the interest rate is on it?
Oh, no.
No?
No, I have no idea.
Do you know the interest rate on your student loans?
I don't. Yeah, that's a question for my dad. Yeah.
Do you ever pull student loans?
I have, unfortunately, big student loans.
Do you know the interest rate on the student loan?
I did, if you would have asked me like a few months ago. I don't remember at the moment though.
I don't know what questions you got for me.
Do you have a student loan?
I do have student loans.
Yeah?
Yeah, I actually cheered at the University of Kentucky, and I cheered there for a semester, and I'm left with like maybe $30-something thousand in student loans.
Oh,
so
okay.
yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot.
Do you know the interest rate on those loans?
I have no clue because I don't plan on paying them back.
All right, folks.
I knew something stupid was about to come out of his damn mouth.
No, you can do it. I believe in you.
Oh my god.
Just plan for it. Budgets.
All right.
Do you have a credit card?
Yes, I actually do have a credit card.
Nice. When did you open it?
I opened my credit card when I was 18.
Was it like an easy process? Was it like in school you did it?
No, it was actually when I actually first graduated. My dad actually helped me go ahead and set up all that stuff for me.
Gotcha. What was the reason for doing that?
Starting to build my credit early. The easier you can build your credit early, the more financial opportunities are able to be open for you.
Okay. Have you ever made a budget before?
I have made a budget a couple of times. I'm actually getting ready to make another budget right now, so I can actually go ahead and purchase a car. Nothing too crazy, just a cheap little cash car. But building a budget actually allows you to know what you're putting your money into. Because if you sit there and you're like, and you do it all willy nilly, you'll be like, okay, well I need to save this much money, and then you're like, oh shit, what about food? What about personal finance? What about your bills and stuff like that? You can't just put everything into one thing. You understand what I'm saying?
Yep, there it is.
Whoa.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Have student loans? Yes or no?
Oh, not at the moment.
No.
No. Nice. How are you funding your school right now?
Scholarships.
Scholarships and my parents.
Oh, and my parents, yeah.
Nice. Where'd you get the scholarship from?
UCF.
FSU.
Oh, like academic?
Yeah.
Nice. That's the way to go. Do you ever plan on pulling student loans?
Not until grad school, hopefully.
Gotcha.
Not right now.
What are your grad school plans?
Med school.
Med school?
I hope.
Ooh, man. You're a freshman?
Yes.
Gotcha.
Thank you.
I used to be pre-med.
And then?
Then I switched to finance.
Oh, God.
Up to this point in your college career, how have you been funding your schooling?
Yeah, I've been really thankful because I've been able to get some scholarship money from the school, as well as like Florida Prepaid has covered some. So I've been really thankful and just blessed to be able to pretty much be fully funded with school.
That's how I'm feeling right now with Bright Futures. Like, lifesaver. Have you pulled any student loans in the past?
I have not.
Not? Nice. Good stuff.
Yeah, very glad about that.
Yeah, dude. Have you ever made a budget before?
I have, yeah.
Nice. How was that process?
Yeah, so my dad sat me down and kind of talked me through it. I think it was coming into college because I was living on campus. I don't live on campus anymore. And so I needed to have a budget set up as far as like how much should I spend on each week of food, or even like when I was moving off into an apartment, like I needed to be paying rent. And there was just like various things that I needed to make sure that my income coming in from my work, I was able to support myself with my expenses and all that.
For sure. So it's like it was a written budget. Like you sat down and laid it all out there.
Yeah.
Nice. What part of that conversation helped? Because you said you did it like with your dad as well. How did he approach you and like getting you to sit down and talk about it?
Yeah, so he's an accountant, so I guess he's a little bit he likes the numbers and is pretty familiar with that area. But yeah, I would say, I mean, he was mostly kind of trying to get the point across of like that like even though I could be like spending more than I was like taking in and be fine, like even just building that habit would be unhealthy for the future, like right now. So like even to be able to look at like, okay, I'm working 10 hours this week or 15 hours, this is how much I'm going to get paid. All right, well then let me set a budget that on average that would be able to support myself for that like amount specifically. So.
Gotcha. And did that set up a pattern for you to like sit down on your own and start making like a budget for yourself?
Yeah, one would think, but I actually haven't really followed much of a budget over the last couple of years.
Are you investing currently?
I am. Yes, kind of. I feel like I've been able to put some money in a Roth, and just kind of waiting soon to be able to throw it into an actual, I guess, like mutual fund or what.
To educate the viewers, what is a Roth IRA?
Yeah, so Roth IRA, the money that I put in grows tax-free, or yes, to where it's taxed on the back end. Yes.
After-tax dollars. Yeah. So
Okay.
you don't have to.
I don't know exactly, but I know that it's the better one, and that it's helpful, yeah.
Honestly, that's about the same. Do you know what a Roth IRA is?
Generally. That's the one where you put it in and it's after you retire, there's like no tax on it and stuff, right?
Yeah, there we go. Nice. Bam. Boom. Sweet. And it's JC. It's good to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
You have a happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you.
Gabby
Love it.
and Sophia.
Yes.
I got the names down. All right. Sweet. Do you mind if we like use this for the YouTubes? We're doing like a YouTube.
Oh.
Yeah. See you on the front page, bro. What's up guys, I'm just finishing up editing this video. It was a lot of fun shooting this. It was pretty insightful too. I learned that college students don't do written budgets, nor do they know the interest rates on their student loans. A lot of the questions here were inspired by the podcast Borrowed Future. I'll put a link to that in the description. I hope to do public interviews in the future. It was really fun. Comment down below any questions you want me to ask students or just anybody that I come into contact with, and I'll record it for you. Anyways, be sure to subscribe, like the video, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.